Ooh, that was weird. Did everyone's else's screen just reset?
Yeah.
Cool.
Right. That's what happens when you scream the word Percocet right before, and then everyone.
Yep. Whoop. Cool. All right. Well, we're all back though, except for the people who were here in the first place. So, I guess we'll get started here in a second, and Brad can join in when he joins in.
Is that an option? I didn't know that was an option.
It's not preferred, but you know what it is. We're doing this, but we lost Danny, so there's that. Do you guys see Danny?
I see Danny.
Okay, let me reset me. Maybe it's me.
I mean, he's not talking, so.
Now I see him.
That was weird.
I see everybody. I see Mike. He's loaded. It's going to be one of them days.
It has been lately. I don't know whether it's Roll20 or something else, but I mean, if we were all using Internet Explorer, I'd understand. You know, I lost. You guys see Amanda? Okay.
Amanda rebooted me. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's weird. Okay, I see everyone.
I see everyone in here. Everyone.
I also see everyone, but Danny looks like he's not moving. Hey, and there's someone else.
Probably because I'm not moving.
Are you just staying really still, like Drex?
Oh, there's B Radical. What's that mean?
His name's Mike Hunt Swallows.
Yeah, I can't hear him though. He doesn't exist.
Nobody can hear him. He has no headphones. Huh? Yeah, those things. Put them on your head. Push a button. Push the button.
There we go.
Hey, look at that. Everyone's here, and we can hear and see everyone, I think.
For now.
For now, right. So once again, how's everyone?
Tired.
Pretty good.
I'm here.
Yeah. I thought I didn't see most of you, a couple hours ago.
Yeah. We'll see. Yeah, I haven't existed in that time frame in between because I'm a figment of your imagination, Mike.
Oh man, that's cool.
Yeah.
What about the rest of you?
Who are you talking to, Mike?
Like, listen, man. If I'm in a cell in a straitjacket and this is just like an all application of my memory, then I'm okay with that.
Yeah, you have a semi-working Dungeon World group.
Right.
Did you really think that was reality?
There are people in the real world who can't get a bunch of people to get together every week for a game. So I think my imagination is doing pretty good if that's the case.
Yeah.
You know.
So about that, I'm going to be out for about 2 years.
I'll just make up someone else. That's fine.
Let me know when I come back.
I'll just fill you in with other
people. It's that easy to get rid of me? Damn.
I mean, I don't know. We haven't tested it yet.
Let's try it.
No, let's not.
No, I'm going to call your bluff because you just said it was that easy to get rid of me.
I very, very specifically need your character.
Well, my character's mine. Copyright.
Yeah. All right. So what happened last week? Does anyone want to give an account from their character's perspective?
I went and got ice cream.
My character was super angry.
Yeah.
I built a house.
My character was on a special mission to procure goods, which he has procured and is now available at his shop for a discount. You should go see it.
Yeah. Okay. So let's I'll do some
for you guys 30% off.
Yeah.
After you've marked it up. Yeah, got it.
Yeah, I marked it up 50%, but you get 30% off. So.
Of that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just following JCPenney and Kohl's rules.
Yeah. Do you give a coupon if you spend so much?
Did I say that wrong? Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, your polo shirt's $100, but really it's only $35 right now because of the sale.
Yeah. And if you spend $100, we'll give you $10 off your next purchase. Yeah, but you have like a 2-day window to spend it in, so you got to spend it right now.
Right, or expired.
And nothing's going to be in that exact price range, so you have to spend more than we gave it to you.
Yeah, of course.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a genius model.
So will it be missed cash?
So, anyways, missed bucks.
Missed bucks.
Yeah, because you missed them.
You have to spend these in an alternate time space.
Because these are no good. These are no good on this timeline. I'm sorry.
That's right. I need to. I need to level. I forgot about that.
All right.
Oh, that's right. I leveled twice last week too.
Oh, I missed that shit. But
Yeah. All right. So a lot of you were just minding your own business in the town, and this army of
Gray went on a rampage, killed everybody. Well, that's
definitely didn't happen. Nope. Showed up. This army showed up, and they were looking for something, and they were very rude and very pompous and arrogant and entitled. And they were sort of some of them were sort of tearing up the town a little bit, throwing the weight around. Melody and Gray got pretty mad about it. Kroger was just kind of like,
They can also suck my dick, but yes.
Yeah. And come to find out, they were looking for the missing Duchess Imogen. They were soldiers from Macrotier. And a couple of their men died when they were trying to explore the shack of hams.
No, that's Mrs. Casa.
Yeah,
that's his house.
And then they were congregating until a figure claiming to be Hawkins showed up and sort of chased them off, along with a little merchanty fellow. And then you guys went back to the guild hall with these people because both Melody and Gray kind of thought this was not Hawkins for sure. Meanwhile, Fiamma's in the woods hanging out with Darren and Imogen.
Not in the woods, in a cave.
In a cave in the woods. Kruger was mostly just building his house. Ted and company tried to help and were no help at all. Just zero
As usual.
help. Zero help. I think we're going to open up with Melody and Gray and Kroger in the guild house talking to these characters. We're going to assume that Wildheart was just like hanging out in his TP the whole time off in the distance. And Gray was out scouting for goods for his shop. I think it would be convenient to posit that Gray shows up in the middle of them talking to these people. I'm not Gray, but Mist.
You want me to talk to people?
Well, you show. So here I'm painting the scene for you, right? You walk into the guild hall, after being gone for, we'll say, 2 days. You're being gone for about 2 days. And when you walk in, Gray, Melody, and Kroger are chatting with what looks to be Hawkins and the merchant that sold you the bag of holding.
Oh yeah, the creepy guy. Gotcha.
Yeah. Because he also gave you some halfling meat as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was delicious.
Yeah. So you walk in and they're sort of talking to this character. They seem agitated. What do you?
What's the problem here, gentlemen?
There's a lot of people in the town fucking up a lot of shit.
Well, they're gone now, though.
Oh, they were.
There were, yeah.
In the town fucking up shit,
yeah.
Knocking over shit.
So
there's an army looking for
an army of 100.
Looking for the princess.
Duchess.
Whatever, same. Whatever. Yeah. Duchess.
Yeah, she's betrothed to be the princess, though.
Basically, a damn princess.
Yeah. When Hawkins, faux Hawkins, sees Mist, can you roll a discern realities for me, Joel, and take an additional +1?
Discern realities is on wisdom, which I did not have.
We'll take a +1.
+1. That's cool. Oh, we both know that this is not going to go well. Mist doesn't discern shit. Hey,
He discerns a little.
little
Yeah,
bit,
yeah,
little
yeah.
bit.
So when Phil Hawkins sees you, he says, "Oh, Mist, my boy, we've
You
been
know
looking
what?
for you."
I'm going to use my hold. I've got +6 on my hold here. I'm going to use 2 of them. I'll make that a 10.
Okay, yeah, you immediately know that like that's not Hawkins.
Okay.
Do you say anything to the effect of?
I just say I know. By looking him in his eyes, I'm just like, I know.
He says, "What is it that you know?"
I don't know who you are, but you're not Hawkins.
He says, "Don't I appear to be Hawkins?"
Lie to me again, and I'll fucking kill you.
When you say that, the merchant there, whose name is Giles, by the way,
Giles, okay.
Giles, yeah, Jyles, Giles.
Okay.
He says, "Mist, so good to see you again."
Good to see you too. I'm talking to this guy. Who is he?
He says, "I understand. Before we continue this conversation any further, it's time you pay up on the favor that you owe me." Do you say anything?
Yeah, we'll get to that in a moment. Who the fuck is this guy?
He says, "That concerns the favor."
Okay.
And so he hands you a scroll. And he says, "You see, I am using my favor for the good of the kingdom. And in return, they have granted me other favors." So you open the scroll and you read it. So
he's using my debt to get something else.
yeah, he's a merchant. He
Yeah,
trades.
he's basically, yes, he traded my services for something.
Yeah. So you get the scroll, and the scroll says, at the very top there's like a disclaimer. It says, "Please read this scroll carefully and thoroughly. Once read, it will deteriorate and exist no longer." And so you read that, and you start reading the scroll, and it says, "The man in front of you, for all intents and purposes, is Hawkins. You will introduce him as Hawkins. You will show him around as Hawkins. You will make sure that he is seen by everyone possible." And then it says, "And should it ever be in question whether or not he is or isn't Hawkins, you will convince them that it is Hawkins." He says he will be here for approximately 6 days, during which time you will make sure that it is known that he is Hawkins and that he is here. And
I'm going to look at him and be like, I'm not agreeing to this. I do not care unless you tell me who he is. I will lie to everyone else, but I need to know.
So as soon as you finish reading the scroll, it starts just like turning into dust in your hands. And then Giles, the merchant, says, "Oh, but of course, some of your compatriots have already spotted that, of course, this is not Hawkins." He says, "But this is... I have a name. This is Slith. You've met him."
Slith.
Slith.
Ew.
Yeah.
It sounds dirty.
Yeah, it does.
Nasty.
And so Hawkins says, "Hawkins at your service, but we've met before in the king's in the Duke's court. I'm a shade, of course. In fact, the young dragon over there learned his polymorph from me."
Sounds like I know what he's going to be able to do later. Turn into Hawkins. He better not come out of Hawkins.
So essentially you're saying you're a shapeshifter.
He says, "By nature, shades have that ability."
Okay.
He says, "I am..."
May I... No,
Go
go ahead. No, you go ahead.
He says, "I am, of course, quite practiced for my kind. Most shades can only hold their form for a short time, but I've devoted my life to the practice."
May I inquire why we're having this facade?
It's best you not know that information. The less you know, the better. Only that I am, for all intents and purposes, as
Yeah, I get
indicated
it,
by the letter.
Hawkins. Yeah, got it.
Hawkins.
Cool. But what are we doing this for?
It is important that Hawkins be seen in this area for a period of time.
What happens if other Hawkins shows up?
I can most certainly assure you that other Hawkins will not show up. He is aware of what is going on.
Other Hawkins
Oh.
dead shit.
Okay. All right. This is all I have to do to fulfill my bargain is to tell people that you're Hawkins.
He says that is correct.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I reach my hand out and I shake the. I'm going to call him Hawkins F for fake Hawkins.
He chuckles and he chuckles. He says, "That's perfectly fine within the confines of these walls, but assure that once we leave here, you will address me as Hawkins."
Of course, Hawkins.
And he says, "And your compatriots?"
Yeah.
Are they all listening to this conversation?
We're literally right here.
Yeah, they're all right there.
Well,
Whatever, fake Hawkins.
I can't promise them. I know I'm contractually obligated to keep your secret.
Dude, you act like we've never kept secrets before.
Melody, this is Hawkins. What are you talking about?
I know, right?
He says,
Lying ain't right.
He says, "Splendid," and mostly ignores the frog. Yeah. Also, for reference,
Sounds like Hawkins.
we are in the
Fake Hawkins is a severe racist, and he's like, "Don't you have to go sing the Rainbow Connection somewhere?"
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We for date purposes, we're in the evening of Saturday, April 24th. In fact, elsewhere in the world, the ship battle is happening right now. That you guys played out earlier.
Cool. So I'm currently just sitting on a beach waiting for it to end. Gotcha.
Yeah. So that's going on at this very well. Technically, it's probably going on a little later in the evening, but this is the day that it happens. So, Fo Hawkins says, "Splendid. Well, let's get this parade on its way. Show me to the inn. Introduce me to the locals."
Okay.
I'm not his bodyguard, right?
No, but it's your job to basically make sure he's seen and make sure that everyone believes that he's Hawkins.
Well, okay, but that doesn't. Nothing in that contract said I had to be next to him the whole time.
No.
They just said if asked, I have to tell him he's Hawkins.
Well, it said show him around and introduce him to everyone, make sure he's seen.
Yeah, great. All right. Well, then you're going to have to give. Well, can we just say that while I was walking over here to do all this shit, that I resupplied at my own shop, since I was filling up shit.
Resupplied on what do you just?
Well, the last time I played, I used Golden Root and I think a bandage, and I just was going to get some shit from my house.
Okay. Sorry.
I mean, I sell Golden Root and all that crap. We've already established that, so I just figured I would
Yeah.
resupply it.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
just
was
turn
it.
on.
Great says, huh?
All right.
Sorry, I was she was turning the light down. Sorry.
Don't apologize to us, man. You do what you gotta do. All right. So he just sort of gestures for you to like show him the way.
All right. Follow me, guy.
Yeah. And so he just like marches confidently behind you. All doing his best to act like Hawkins. Yeah. I'm also gonna posit as you guys are exiting the guild, that Wild Heart's sort of showing up around this point. Possibly having heard some of the commotion that was going on a little earlier in the day, and curious as to what was going on.
I was washing my mongoose. What is this ruckus?
Is that a euphemism?
Yeah, I'm curious.
Actual mongoose.
Okay.
I figured it was an actual mongoose.
Yeah. So the fake Hawkins says, "Oh, it's Wildheart. Hello, Wildheart. It's me, Hawkins." Would you like to roll a discern realities? Yeah. So you feel like he's acting kind of funny, but you don't.
He's too nice.
You don't necessarily know that it's not Hawkins, but like you know that something is weird about him.
So
he's too
as,
nice.
as this happened, yes, Melody's correct. I'm going to turn and be like, Hawkins, you're being awfully nice today,
Too nice.
and give him this weird look.
He says,
Let's just say we miss you being a dick, Hawkins.
"Oh, I'm sorry. You're all
You're
ugly.
also apologizing too much.
You're right. You're all very ugly and stupid. Show me to the inn."
Closer. Whatever.
Show me to the end sounded great. All right, come on, let's go.
It's going to need some work, but...
He just marches behind. And the merchant kind of does follow along. He's just kind of like with you guys, because he sort of he's sold this favor, and so he's gonna do all he can to make sure that it goes well.
It happens.
Yeah.
While we're walking, I would like to drop back to the merchant and be like, "Hey, man, you got any other cool shit for sale?"
He says, "Well, not at the moment. You see, things aren't great at the moment with Ugrin politically. We've seen a lot less traffic through the area, and if I'm being honest, I've sold most of my best wares to, to the Royal Guard at Ugrin, you know, at a very nice prices, I'm sure you can imagine. In fact, this favor was the last thing I had to offer, and they graciously took it."
Cool, man. So, sorry you're going under like that. And I just walk off.
He says, as you walk, he says, "Oh, no. I'll never have to work again."
Under my breath, I say loud enough for him to hear. That's what everyone thinks before they turn into.
So Kroger, this is all happening. What are you doing throughout all of this?
Trying to think of what improvements I can put on my house.
Yep. That'd be some nice lily pads over there.
Yeah. So
I'll need an area for urchin.
So Simba's walking with you, Gray, and he says, "Papa, why would he want someone to think he's Hawkins?"
You know what? I don't really fucking know. I don't know. But we're gonna play along with this because we don't want to cause any problems, and you're gonna play along with this. For all you know, that is Hawkins. Even though that is not Hawkins, that is Hawkins.
He says, "I haven't been alive long, but
Yep.
I don't know. It seems like adults are complicated."
Yep.
Yeah.
He says, "I guess I'll just keep my mouth shut for now."
Okay.
He says, "What if somebody asks me?"
You tell him
Then
Hawkins.
that's Hawkins.
He says, "Okay." And then he's quiet and he's like thinking to himself the whole time. So yeah, you guys get to the inn. Now bear in mind that really no one else in this area has ever met Hawkins. Only 4 out of the 5 of you have ever met Hawkins prior. Oh no, I guess Kroger did meet Hawkins because he was part of the thing. So all 5 of you have met Hawkins before. But you're the only ones. Everyone else in this town, no clue. Also, just a real quick, what's Fiamma and the kids doing?
Well, I would like to assume at this point that she's finished building her wall of rocks.
Sure.
I guess she's gonna get some wood to start a small fire
Inside the cave?
and then go hunting towards the mouth, obviously.
But there's a wall of rocks.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a tiny little crawl out.
They may suffocate and die. But okay.
Don't suffocate and die, it'll be fine.
All right. All right. Cool.
She'll just get more orphans.
Yeah. So as you guys are walking, Fo Hawkins sort of indicates just sort of the group, and he says, Where are the young lad and lady?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Says I only ask to ensure their safety.
Well, to be quite honest with you, I don't trust you, and I'm just going to fulfill my contract.
He says, well, yes,
Hawkins.
I mean, I wouldn't expect a thief to trust anyone.
Nope. Don't trust me.
What about the rest of you? Do the rest of you answer anything?
Heck no.
Because you guys don't even know where they are. Like, as far as you're...
We don't know where they are, and we're beyond traumatized after what happened. So no, we're not going to be spouting off to strangers, which is my typical MO.
Cool. So you guys get to the inn, and it's bustling with people at this point. A lot of them in there drinking and just complaining about the recent events, and you know, they're all sort of riled up from the visitors, and so when you get in, Fo Hawkins says, "Let us get a table." And
You mean give me a table?
so you're gonna say Fluffy not in the room at the moment, but let's see, what's the name of the innkeeper there? Does anyone remember?
Remember what?
Gideon. So yeah, Gideon, the sort of the guy who's the head of the bar, looks over and it's pretty busy, and he sees you guys and he says, "Is the table for you?"
Yeah.
Looking at you, ignoring him entirely. He says,
Yeah, man.
He says, "Yeah, give me 1 minute, Kazuki."
Yeah.
He's like, "Go clear off that table for our guests."
Right away, sir.
He says, "It'll be just a minute." And Hawkins says, "Much obliged, douchebag."
There.
If we can kill him later.
Which also is, I feel like, out of character for Hawkins, because Hawkins was a charming asshole. You know,
Oh,
Still an
well,
asshole.
so I feel like this guy
it's
is
still
like
better.
he-
It's still better.
he keeps like he can't
Missing
do-
the mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the asshole part is what's going to stick more than the charming
Yeah.
and or douchebag asshole.
Yeah.
I'm
You're
subtle.
just going to be like, that guy was a dick, and he still is.
Yeah.
Like, well, he's less charming than normal, but that's still Hawkins.
So yeah. So you guys, the table gets cleared off, and you guys have a seat, and you know, you order a round of drinks, and you're sitting there, and Fo Hawkins is like, "Are there any ladies in this town? Hawkins needs some ladies."
Hawkins don't do ladies, guy.
He says, "Sure he does. I do."
No, Hawkins does dudes.
I mean, he does both, but
This fucker doesn't know this.
well, no, he knows Hawkins. I mean, he
Well,
works.
then he knows how to act like Hawkins and not be a retard.
Yeah, but he's getting around. This guy just like lives his life in the shadows, right? And typically he has no personality, so he's just doing like his best. He's just a terrible actor, and the merchant's over there. He's just like pounding, you know, drinks, you know, and hoping this all goes well. And so one particularly drunk lady walks up and says, puts her hand on Hawkins' shoulder and says, "Who's this fine tall glass of drink?" And he sort of looks at you like for an introduction.
This is Hawkins. He's an asshole.
He looks at you for a second.
Tell her, Hawkins.
He's like, "Yes, I am an asshole. I am one of the head guards of the Ugrin township." I'm amazing.
Oh my god.
And she's kind of like,
Get that fire, Hawkins.
she
Yeah.
kind of like, oh, yeah, maybe. It's, so you work for Ugrin, huh? And he's like, I sure do. I mean, and he does. Like the guy actually does.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
he's trying to be Hawkins and saying he does.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, so you want to come be my lady? And she's starting to look like a little distressed now.
Yeah, I felt like you spelled that wrong.
That'd be a solid no for me, but you know.
Well, she's drunk.
Yeah, I mean, I've been drunk, but no. Anyway,
And
I'm
so
just laid back drinking my beer, watching this go down.
this is hilarious.
he just looks at Melody and he says, "Tell her, Melody. Tell her what a man I am."
Yeah, Melody.
Wouldn't
Tell her
know.
how good he rocked your world.
Oh my god, no.
He's like, "Yeah, Miss knows."
I just drank my beer.
I wander off.
He's like, "Where you going, baby?"
Oh my god.
And so yeah, sort of the awkward transactions go on, and so the night carries on. And there are a couple of times where, like, definitely he's like, you know, just trying to interact with as many people as possible. He gets up and starts mingling and dancing and talking to everyone, and just, you know, very like blatant about like, "Oh, I'm Hawkins. Nice to meet you." You know, whatever.
As he's doing this, I would like to state that I am casually small talking the bar, and every once in a while I'll be like, "Can you believe that Hawkins guy? Man, he just can't handle his liquor."
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just trying to lay a trail, so if anyone meets the real Hawkins, they're like, "Man, he don't act the same."
Yeah,
Like, don't you remember he was fucking drunk?
yeah.
Yeah.
Roll on some charisma.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yep, that happened.
Yeah, you
Everyone
were great at it. Everyone's just like definitely like buying into your lies about, you know, Hawkins. So Gray back at the table. Simba's like it's like Papa, what's the point of all this?
Define point of all this.
He says, "Why is that guy acting so weird?"
Because he's a moron, but I really don't know why he is here
Yeah.
or what's going on at the point in time. I know as much as you know right now.
Because I don't like it.
None of us do, kid.
I can't do anything about that.
Yeah.
Neither do I.
He says, "Hey, Wildheart, where were you when all those guards were like ransacking the town?"
Pretty sure I was in my hut.
He was grooming his buffalo.
Yes. Mini buffalo near teepee.
He says, "Buffalo? Pops, they got buffalo. I'm hungry."
Oh my god.
How does he even fucking know what buffalo is? We never even talk about buffalo.
I'm sure he's talked about cattle of different type. It's probably a point of interest for him.
Well, I mean, okay. Why don't
A
you
cattle
go-
enthusiast.
why
I
don't-
actually
I
agree
mean,
with Mike on this one. He loves to eat cows, so
look,
yes, I would agree.
that's fine. I mean, if there's buffalo over there, you're more than happy to go out over there and go see.
He's like, "Can I go now?"
Sure.
Okay. Wildheart, you hear him talking about going to eat the buffalo. Are you concerned about that at all?
No, it's like nature or whatever, you know.
Like, there better be fucking buffalo over there.
I feel like dragons exist outside the natural cycle of things.
Well, as long as he utilizes every
predator and
part,
prey,
and he's
predator
probably
and
going to
prey.
eat it whole, so I would
He
imagine
totally
he
is.
is.
So yeah, so he's like, "Hey, Papa, can I eat them all?"
Nope.
Whoa!
Whoa. First of all, where's the HUD at? I need to see this.
Yeah,
What is this, Red Dead Redemption?
Yeah, I need to see where the HUD is.
that's right. Here.
Okay. You can eat, I don't know, 3 fucking buffalo.
How many buffalo are there? There can't be that many.
Small herd.
400 head.
If there's 400 buffalo,
should-
we've got a problem, right?
If there's 400 buffalo
That's an
over there,
infestation.
if there's 400 buffalo over there, that's a lot of meat to sell.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
I-
everything to sell.
I would wager
a lot of
you
pelts.
couldn't have more than like 3 or 4 in that like area.
Okay, all right, one buffalo, one.
He's like,
Just don't let anybody see you when you turn into a dragon, because obviously you're going to turn into a dragon.
are you saying that just openly?
Don't let anybody see you when you turn into a dragon. As low as I possibly can.
Cool. Yeah, he's like, okay, pops. All right, I'll see you later. And he like gets up and like bolts out the door.
Yeah, don't do anything else. Well, it's gone now. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job.
I just throw my paper down. Fuck it. It's all.
Yeah.
Enhance.
Yeah. So about this time, Fluffy is coming down from upstairs, and you notice that she's got her eye on Faux Hawkins as she's coming down the stairs. She's just kind of like staring at him. And so she walks up beside you, Mist, and she's like, what's up with that one?
I look at her and I say, "It's Hawkins," and wink.
She's like, I don't know who Hawkins is, but that guy's not what he's presenting himself as.
He's Hawkins, and I wink.
And she's like,
We have worked together plenty. She should know what this means.
yeah. She's like, is he going to cause a problem?
If he does, I will take care of it.
She says, I'll hold you to that. And then she,
Thanks.
yeah, she just starts wandering into the bar to peruse and see what's going on. So, I mean, the night goes on, and there's no real serious problems. Hawkins, Faux Hawkins, as the night gets towards its close, starts buying like drinks for everyone that's left in the bar. Just kind of like throwing some money around, and making sure everyone knows that, like, you know, they're getting
Drinks on Hawkins.
Yeah, drinks on Hawkins. Yeah. Then he sort of like starts stumbling up to bed. I mean, it's 1, 2 in the morning, and he starts stumbling up to the you know, he's paid for a room, and he says, "All right, guys, I'm going to bed. It's been a lot of fun. Can't wait to do it all again tomorrow. I'll see you in the after morning."
Okay.
And the Giles kind of is like, "Okay, Hawkins, let's go. Come on." And he's just sort of like trying to hurry him up to bed. So after they go to bed and everything dies down, is there anything that you guys want to do in the evening before we sort of open up on the next day?
Not really.
No, I'm going to look at everyone and be like, "You guy's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
What in the hell do you think they're planning?"
I don't know, man. Probably nothing good, but like, what are we gonna do about
Oh,
it?
it's never good. This dude
Yeah,
just used a priceless fucking contract with me for this.
I know.
Obviously, it's something bad.
Yeah. So, but my point being is like, they got those assholes out of the town, and like, what else are we gonna do? You know?
Well, my thought is Hawkins is doing something terrible, and this is his alibi.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I think I need to talk to him when I see him next.
Yeah. So also, sometime before the night was over, you guys hear the blood-curdling scream of a buffalo in the distance. Yeah.
I'll be like, "That's my boy."
And just as the night's like coming to a close, Simon comes walking in, just like a little bit of blood on his cheek, as he walks in. And he's like patting his belly. And he's like, buffalo's way better than cow.
But kid, you got any left?
He says, do I look like someone who has any left?
Come on, man. I share with you. That's messed up.
He's like, if you'd come with me, maybe. But like, you know. It's you know, it was a sit down and eat kind of restaurant. He's like, Pops, I'm tired.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll go back. I mean,
He says to you, hey Pops, can we sleep in the big house like everyone else?
Jesus fucking Christ, boy. Okay, yeah, sure. Why not?
He says, cool. He says, I've always wanted to try a bed.
Okay.
Has it?
He says, they sound nice. He always sleeps outside with Gray.
But he's gonna be in human form, right? Like when he goes to sleep, he's not gonna like turn into a fucking dragon while he's
because
inside.
he's not in human form when we're out in the woods.
Yeah. You know, he'll probably turn into a dragon inside his room.
No, he. Jesus.
Gray, you're gonna be on the hook for that. That
Yeah.
dragon blows a wall out. You're fixing it, man.
All right.
Mr. As you're leaving, Fluffy says to you, she says, how long is that asshole going to be here?
I don't fucking know. It said something like 10 days.
She says, Jesus.
You know, he's got the money to spend. Do me a favor, though. Listen in on his conversation. See if you can figure out what the fuck he's doing.
She says, that's going to cost you. You know Fluffy don't do nothing for free. I mean, you can bargain with her.
What am I going to bargain with?
I don't know.
What does she want?
Favors, or ask her what she wants.
Really, Fluffy? We go that far back and you know, tell me I got to bargain with you?
She says, you'd ask the same of me.
Yeah, maybe. What do you want?
She says, I don't know. Tell you what. Next time you're in Macrotier, you let me know. I'll go with you. I need to branch out some contacts in that area.
All right.
She says, all right. Because I know you get that weird fast travel stuff.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
It's all right. And then she's like, hey, Kazuki.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, we got some folks in B12, and you're doing B11, and now don't go to sleep. I want you to stay and just listen to everything they say
Yes.
and write it down.
Write it down.
And she's like, if you're really good, you can get information, I'll let you comb my hair.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
You're going to get a word-by-word perfect.
And he runs off, and she just leaves her to miss and says, that boy's so easy.
Man.
And then she like holds up her nails. She's like, look, I made him do my nails. It's so good. There's like glitter and like diamonds on her like claws.
Jeez.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys turned in for the night. And it's so the next couple of days go on, and it's kind of like a lot of the same, right? You know, Fo Hawkins wants to go to the market. You know, he wants to meet the vendors. He wants to tour the brewery. You know, he spends a lot of time.
After day one, I just went back to building my house.
Yeah. Okay. He meets Ted and crew. He weirdly gets along with them.
why are we not surprised?
And he doesn't really get along with them, but his fake persona gets along with them, right?
Yeah.
Because the person pretending to be Hawkins, Slith, he's not a people person. He hates people. He doesn't deal with people unless he has to. We'll say, let's see, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 days go by. Is there anything you guys need to accomplish in those 4 days? So, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
I would like to clean up the house because you said it went off to go check my house out.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we can do that. So you get to the house, and obviously the body's been removed, but like the explosion on the door has obviously done some damage to the hinges on the door, and there's singe marks and stuff all around it. When you go up there to check it out, you do notice some like light traces of footprints in the surrounding area.
This is just going to be the worst thing ever. Okay. I set fire to the whole building.
Do you?
No. I feel like this is going to cause me more issues if I leave this fucking place up, though.
Yeah. Roll a discern realities.
Okay. That'll be nothing. Oh, it's a fail.
Ooh.
Yeah, the footprints are really faint. So other than the fact that there are footprints, there's not much you can tell. You can't tell like height, weight, size, any of that kind of stuff, because it's just, there's just such remnants of them left. But definitely you can tell like there's been traffic in the area.
Okay. All right, so I leave and find anyone really that I know, whether it be regular maintenance, because I'm assuming we have people that upkeep the guild now, right? Or is it just
not yet? You don't know. You haven't hired anyone for that. Now you have hired some contractors who've done some land surveying, and they're going to start building some stuff for you, because you commissioned like a town hall and some stuff, whatever.
All right. Well, then I mentioned to them that they need to fix this fucking house for me too.
All right. So just add that to the list of things that they're going to do and you're going to pay for.
Yeah. Yes, and tell them to get rid of the cornfield next to it because I don't like it.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like a dead cornfield, anyways. I mean, the whole time it was there, it was really just for show. No one was really doing a lot with it. All right, cool.
And I want a canon that there's going to be a sign hung on there that says "Misplace, trespass at your own peril."
All right.
Yeah, because whoever this is, I just want to find out and let them confront me. I'm sick of this shit.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Anyone else have plans during that 4-day time period that they want to accomplish or do?
I make sure that like some other temporary stuff is set up so that the brewery is still running smoothly.
Yeah, because you've lost your employees.
Yeah.
And is no one concerned that they're just gone and no one's seen them?
We can't be too concerned right now, just because some recent things have happened, and we're just waiting for things to cool down before we start doing any serious investigation.
Yeah.
Fill me in on why you're missing employees.
That's a good question. All of this happened, and
because her employees were the Prince, Darren, and Imogen, the Duchess.
I'm kind of glad that they went bye-bye for a little while, because that was what happened with the 100 dwarf army. And but it seemed like that Fluffy had some information on it, but because there was a lot going on, she couldn't tell me because there was a lot of people around. So if you could figure that out, Mist, that might help, but make sure to keep it low-key, because I think she thinks she's got somebody that has eyes on her.
If this costs me money, you're paying me for it.
I don't know if I care that much.
Because as we all know, Fluffy don't do nothing for free.
Mist don't do nothing for free. Mist needed money.
Mist does shitloads of stuff for free.
Mist needed money to save the world.
Yep, that's hard work. Not doing that for free.
Yeah.
It's a dangerous job.
But I mean, like, I save everyone else's ass for free. I'll charge them money every time I stop someone from killing them.
Yeah, but you should have some Fluffy to like spy on someone.
Yeah, because we're co-partners and other things. I didn't think it was going to cost me money.
So
That's like me being like, "Hey, wife, can you get me something?" Blah blah blah. Yeah, $2.
Whoa, missed! I didn't know that you guys were like that.
She not your wife, no.
I know she's not.
But so what? So let's get over to Fiamma real quick. Fiamma, 4 days has kind of gone by. What are you doing?
Well, I assume at some point I've gone out and gotten like food and shit for them.
Yeah. So you haven't done anything else to sort of look for Hawkins? Because that's the whole reason you moved out there, because Hawkins said he was coming.
No, not yet. But I feel like I'm probably going to walk into town today.
Okay. All right. So yeah, we open up. It's Wednesday, April 28th. Now, bear in mind that the Grand Summit Festival starts on Friday, April the 30th. So that's just sort of 2 to 3-ish days from now. So that's sort of an impending thing that's going on. That is where potentially another orb might be, if that's the thing you guys still care about. And yeah, so I mean, we're just sort of on like the 4th full day of Faux Hawkins, like just being obnoxious and loud and everywhere.
I'm gonna just put this out there and say, why don't we wait for the contest to be over, then kill whoever won the orb? Seems easier.
Certainly an option.
Let's not.
Yeah. Well, first you have to know who won, right? I mean, you can go and watch the tournament and see who wins. That's up to you. Plus, like I said, there are other things going on during the tournament that aren't. The tournament is just a thing that's happening. The Grand Summit Festival is like a meeting of nations sort of thing. Yeah. So Hawkins is currently, it's 11 a.m. Hawkins is in the market, just talking to vendors and mingling with people, and of course the merchant Giles is there with him. So by this time, I imagine a lot of you probably have grown sick and tired of Faux Hawkins.
First night, man.
Yeah. Fiamma walks into town.
We'll start meandering around town until I see someone I know.
Well, I imagine you're coming from the north. Melody's probably at her brewery.
Yes. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm taking care of things.
Yeah, so
That
maybe
would probably be the first thing I ran across.
Yeah. So, Melody, you see Fiamma. You haven't seen her in a while, like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, I kind of covertly take her off to the side and give her a brief explanation of what's going on.
Do you know that it's a fake Hawkins?
Yeah, I do, and my reasoning is I figure because Fiamma is an angel that she would right off the bat see that it was definitely not Hawkins, especially since he's not behaving exactly like Hawkins. And I figured I would just go ahead and cut that off right where we left it, because I don't want her to be like, "You're not Hawkins," in the middle of a crowd and get us all busted.
Fiamma's gonna be like, well, they shouldn't know that we're here to begin with.
I don't know what all that's about. You'd have to talk to the person that made the deal. And they probably don't even know that much about it, so.
Well, the fact that they somehow knew, I went ahead and took the kids. They're somewhere other than here.
Yeah, obviously, we don't trust these people, so don't be I know you won't, but don't be forthcoming with information about it.
Melody, where's your damn it, Fiamma, you took my workers. I've been here having to cover double shifts.
I'm just glad they were gone. because I didn't want to deal with that. No offense, but like the royal people or whatever. Because I know when you say princess, it's upsetting. But anyway, they're not very smart. Like they're like, can't we take our mask off? No. Oh my god, you guys are children.
The virus isn't real. Can we take our masks off? I'm kidding.
Wow.
That's the first thing I like. He's like, we take our masks off. That's just know your facts.
Know your facts.
Joe Biden's a robot. He's Play-Doh.
Stop.
Come on, man.
Anyway.
Well, my point being is that they're like, why are we hiding? We should trust everybody. Hawkins is great. And
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm kind of glad they were gone because they would have been like, take off your mask. And instead of actually thinking of something depraved because they're not as good at it as we are, they'd be like, okay.
I will say, for Fuyama, the Darren and Imogen have probably like complained about the living conditions you've had them in. You know, the food.
Oh, I'm sure they have.
The food's crap. The lighting's bad. They don't have their moisturizer. You know, all that kind of stuff.
Soft. I can't.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
It's too damp.
Very willfully ignore them.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you do, because they're fugitives. We're helping them, and they're just being very terrible.
Yeah. So, does Fuyama go seek out this fake Hawkins?
Nope, she's going right back to the cave.
Okay.
That sounds like a solid plan.
All right.
Can't leave those two alone forever. You kidding me? They'll just run away.
I mean, where are they gonna go? They can't survive on their own.
Yeah, but they're not dumb. They're not smart enough to realize that.
I think
Look.
they are. Yeah. I think.
Their naivety is Anyway,
Yeah. I mean, they've both grown up like in a life where like they've constantly been told what to do. So I think acting on their own is probably a pretty foreign concept.
one that they've very newly though become comfortable breaking.
Yeah. Well, even then, they were acting with other people, sort of carting them around and showing them what to do and telling them what to do. And in fact, as soon as they got here, they went in the employ of Melody, where they got their goblin supervisor, who still basically just told them what to do and how to do things. So,
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
They've been decent workers, but yeah,
Um,
let's comment on that.
yeah. So, does anyone interact with Fo Hawkins over there in the market, as he's just over there being obnoxious?
I mean, I'm near him, but I'm not interacting with him.
So I will say you might have even heard some stirrings from the merchants that they're starting to get annoyed with his presence. That he's starting to be bad for business.
Okay. Mist doesn't give a shit. They go out of business. I get to sell more.
Alright. So yeah, I mean he's out there, he's doing his stuff, and when he sees Mist, he's like, "Oh, Mist, my boy!" He says, "Come here, ugly face."
Like, if you want to talk to me, you come here.
This is amusing.
He's like, "Hawkins doesn't come to anybody," as he's like kind of like walking towards you.
He said, "This is no one's dog."
He says, "So, is not a bad place you got here. You looking to expand?"
Why?
Yeah, I just wondering. You get all this land, and you're my friend Mist, and I'm here to visit you, and so I'm just talking to you as a friend would.
Right. What's your favorite food, buddy?
He says,
If you broke yourself that bad, you need to say it.
he says, pussy.
I knew, yeah. I already knew, yeah.
That's funny.
And then he's like, "Where's that Fluffy?" Row. So, and do you so totally like subvert the whole like, are you expanding business? And
Miles, I mean, you can't be down here while I'm playing right now. Yes, I do not answer that question.
Yeah, okay.
I casually talk about other things.
yeah, he says, you know, I think this will be my last night. I think tomorrow I'm gonna head back, you know, to Ugrin.
What a shame.
You don't say.
Yeah, so yeah, we need one last night of blowout, you know, like an all-night rager.
No.
Nice. I like to party.
Be like, cool, man. Give me all your gold that you got right now, and I'll make sure it's a blast.
He says, I mean, I can give you some gold, you know, for the party. Like, hey, what about like a bonfire in that field you got over there?
Fields are not for bonfires.
He says, but like we're having a party, like an outdoor party, like yeah, you know, have everyone out, you know. You know, the kind of
Oh,
party.
there's this shitty shack over there with flames on the side. I'm sure you could set that ablaze.
He looks over there. He says, you want me to set a house on fire?
Hey, you said you want a fucking party, right?
Wow.
He's like, but isn't that where like, you know, Ted and his buddies live?
I'm sure Ted will set it with you.
He's like, I mean, Ted's pretty crazy, but I don't know if it's set fire to his own home.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one. I mean, he might.
He says, besides, Mist, I need you to party.
Mist don't party. And then I look around.
Our group typically parties by accident.
I was gonna say, unless you've got like fairy bell dust.
No, we're not doing that again. Besides, our tolerance is through the roof. Like, I swear, we'd have to spend like half of the town's budget.
He says,
This guy might have half the town's budget.
he says, nah. I mean, do you have some of that? Because as I understand it, there's been a shortage lately.
Oh, that's too bad.
I haven't come across that in a while, and like I said, most of the time we didn't do it intentionally.
He's like, yeah, there's been a lot less of that. I don't know if someone's.
I don't think
I don't know if they're running out of fairies or what's going on.
I don't know, man.
Did Melody ever do it on purpose? I mean, I know Belladonna did, but I don't
think
know
so,
that Melody ever intentionally did the drug.
No, I don't think so.
I don't really think any of us did it on purpose. But we've sure been exposed about it a lot.
Oh my god. That shit's awful.
Yeah.
Like, so once you go back to Ugrin after this big party, where are you going to settle down at, man?
So I'm just going to go back to my guard duties. This is my vacation. He's like, you know, came down here to visit my friends.
Mm-hmm.
And he just like looks at you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, it just started raining really hard and I heard tip tapping at my windows. I was like, what the hell?
I hope it rains. I didn't water my garden.
Oh, it's raining hard here.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I'm like, yeah, bring on the rain. I don't want to have to water them.
Well, I looked at the radar and it said it was going to rain, and I was like, all right, cool. I don't have to water the garden. But then, like, the amount of the percentage that it might rain, like, cut down by like 30%, like an hour later, and I was like,
No. I'm in my basement, so I only hear it if it blows sideways in the windows and it's blowing hard.
Okay.
I was like, what is happening? What else do I want to say to this crazy bastard?
Yeah. He's still just going on about the party. He wants to party.
Oh, I know.
He's like, hey, so like that brewery, is it has it got any product yet? You probably don't have any product yet.
No, because
No, they say yes and sell them colored water.
it's It's not a bad idea. Just swamp
This guy's
water.
willing to buy everything for this party. Get rich.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to just stand there and
Okay.
pretend like I don't hear him anymore.
All right. He's like,
Yeah, that sounds like a good
He's like-
plan.
all right. Well, I'll just go talk to Ted, and he'll help me with that bonfire, I'm sure.
As long as
Yeah,
it's,
you let Ted know that Mist is involved.
as
Okay.
long as it's not where we told you not to put it.
Where did you tell him not to put it? He just said the field.
Yeah, any field, no fields. It better be like right outside in the fucking dirt where it's not going to set the goddamn forest on fire. Because I swear to God, I told you already, if fucking he steps out of line again, I'm going to kill Ted.
No more forest fires.
Yeah.
And you're going to lose the PC that you like.
All right.
Third wall.
So yeah. I mean, the day carries on, and word gets out because so he goes and he talks to Ted, and they sort of set up this whole idea of a bonfire party, and so word gets out to the town. A lot of people it's sort of like almost a buzz. This sort of party.
Yeah, they're calling it Festa Fire.
Fire Festival. Yeah.
That's why I said it.
Yeah. They. It's just a bunch of tents in the rain. They're like, yeah, we got
It cost all the gold.
Yeah, with beer colored water.
we got Metalabar to play the fire festival. They don't show up though. But yeah. So it sort of escalates to sort of be this like thing that's gonna happen. And do all of you plan to be in attendance?
Seems like we have to be babysitters.
Yeah.
Personally, I think Mist will be there, and Wax will be there, and I think that Kyle should be the DJ.
Kyle's definitely DJing.
Yeah, I mean, like DJ technology doesn't necessarily exist.
But magic does, and we can figure shit out to make it work.
And because it's Kyle, it's still terrible.
Yeah, I mean, Kyle can beatbox, into some sort of like.
Oh
voice,
yeah, I'm gonna beatbox right beside the fucking
into some voice application.
people that are playing actual instruments.
Yeah.
It is going to be bad.
With
Like,
her hands and be like, pow, 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 pow,
Yeah.
pow, pow, and make the
Oh,
lights and
Fiamma's
shit.
not here.
Yeah, Fiamma's
She's just popping in every day to figure out if he's still here or not.
All right, cool. So yeah, it becomes sort of the night of the party, and
That's
let's
fun.
do this.
I fucking said not in the damn field, damn it.
Yeah, but Ted's involved.
Ted's gonna die. I'm literally gonna kill him tonight.
So let's hold on. So yeah, like right out in front of the little shack here, is the bonfire, and people are like crowded around it, and do I have any party music? Do I? What did I do?
Remember, it's going to be Kyle beatboxing very poorly.
Yeah. Everyone's wearing trip pants and fishnets. Yeah, so everyone's
Kroger's there, but he's in an actual fishnet.
he just got tangled in it. He's like, everyone else get tangled in fishnets too. That's so weird.
Not coincidence.
Yeah. So yeah. So you guys are all there on the party, and Hawkins is being obviously his
Terrible.
Obnoxious but not charming, version of Hawkins. So you guys, you're sitting around the fire and or sitting in the general area of the fire, so Simba says to you, Gray, he says, "Hey, Papa, can I go dance?"
Sure.
He says, "Cool," and he
As a
goes,
human.
Yeah. He goes and does some like weird, awkward, like he's like hopping around, and like shaking as though he had a tail, even though he's transmogrified and doesn't have one. And then he sort of just like starts flapping his arms and doing like some weird stuff. And people would think it was weird, except for a lot of them were just like stoned or drunk, and so no one's really paying that much
that sounds
attention.
about right.
Right. And Melody, you're standing there. What's Wildheart doing? Is Wildheart being wild, or is he doing some whatever the dark elf version of Native American dance is?
Yes, he's boogieing down with the forest creatures.
Yeah. I imagine the forest creatures are probably not that close by because like fire and people.
Just me and my mongoose.
Yeah. What about your bear?
This
My
now
bear
we're
is
like
already drunk.
Okay. All right. Cool. And the mechanical bear?
Well, he's a downer.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think he probably people very well. So if he was there, he'd be on the outskirts, like.
Hey, he could totally beatbox for us though, because he's a cyborg.
Yeah. Except for his
Yep.
crippling fear of people. So Melody, you're standing out there, and Brutus, the old sort of decaying skin man in the hood.
yeah.
He walks up beside you, and he says, "So, what's the occasion?"
I couldn't tell you, man. People decided they wanted to have a bonfire, and we're just making sure it doesn't get too out of hand.
He says, "Huh?" And then he sort of like catches sight of Hawkins, and he's like, "Who is that man?"
That's Hawkins.
He says, "He looks familiar. Like someone I
Yeah.
met once long ago."
Well, sometimes people have a familiar face.
He says, "He doesn't act like that man."
Well, alcohol and whatever they're doing over there can change a person.
And so, yeah, he's just
Alcohol and twerking.
He's just beside you, and like he's like stroking his face, and you can see he's just like lost in thought about like where he knows this person from. Meanwhile, Mist, you're there. Are you in the shadows, kind of? I assume. Or are
Yeah,
you?
pretty much.
Yeah. So Giles.
You know me so well.
Giles walks up and he says, "So, how's the trade business in this area?"
And Giles is the bartender?
No, Giles is the guy who you owe the favor to.
Oh, that's right. He's the fucking merchant.
Yeah.
I don't like all these questions about like our
I don't
land.
either, and it's bothering me. This is the second time someone's asked this question.
Kind of, yeah, basically.
I'm going to just look at him in the eyes and be like, why are you both asking me the same questions over and over again?
He says, "Oh no, if I remember correctly, Hawkins was asking if you plan to expand. I'm asking what the trade's like."
Why?
He says, "Well, I mean, recently become a man of wealth, but looking for a new market. Ugrin's basically dead for trade."
I can't promise anything, but, things may be looking up or down. Who knows?
And he says, when I say trade, I don't mean what those merchants up the hill are doing. I mean, like, how's the kind of trade that you and I are interested in?"
Thriving. Why?
Yes. Yeah. I'm just looking to break into a new market is all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how to respond to that.
Yeah.
I'm the guy you go through. What do you want?
He says, "Well, I don't want anything yet. What I want is to buy and sell. That's what I want."
Well, then I'll be your contact if this is where you want to sell.
Says, oh,
Or
interesting.
trade. Or trade.
Says, certainly once I escort Hawkins back to Tigran, I will make my way back down here.
Make sure it's worth my while.
Says, well, I have nothing to trade as of yet, but, you know, people like us always stumble into goods.
I agree.
He says, I'll be glad when this Hawkins business is done. I don't think I could suffer his presence much longer.
Bad choice.
Huh? So, sorry, you like glitched out for a second.
I said, between you and me, I think you made a bad choice.
He says,
That's sad.
no.
Am I here now?
He says that the payout is still worth the hassle, I promise.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Simba, as he's doing his weird dance, a female troll starts like dancing with him. It kind of starts dancing like a little dirty with him. Does Gray do anything about that? No. Cool. Yeah. Cool. Then yeah, he
Get some troll action.
Oh no!
yeah,
Smack that troll ass.
maybe he does.
Words that should never be
Probably gonna
uttered.
keep that troll in.
Yeah. Wildheart, does the mongoose have a name?
And then the dragon mounted the troll.
No.
Cool.
I just found him recently.
Yeah, but you can talk to animals. What is the
So, are the kids trolls?
huh?
Bob.
Bob is the name of the mongoose.
Yes.
Okay, and what's Bob all about?
Bob is all about partying and grapes.
Where'd the music go? Grapes,
Partying and grapes.
Grapes.
like vineyard grapes.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, that's cool. I feel like mongoose, mongeese, mongai. I feel like they're all about,
Mongoloids.
I feel like they're all about snakes, aren't they? Don't mongoose eat snakes?
Eggs.
And Ricky Tikki Tavi. You know.
Yeah, but he is weird. He knows everything about grapes.
Okay. Good to know. Good to
He's
know.
the grape whisperer.
Whisper?
Whisperer.
Whisper. He's the grape whisperer. The grape whisperer. Whisperer.
Absolutely, yes.
I whisper
You
so hard to
said
the
me.
grapes. They're so good to me. They tell me how plump and juicy they are, and then I pick them.
Oh my gosh, dude.
They're so supple. I like it when they're so tight they're about to burst. Anyways.
Yeah.
So yeah. Kroger, do you engage in the dancing and the drinking?
The dancing, yes. The drinking, no.
No. Cool. Is there anyone that strikes your fancy?
None of them look frog enough for me.
I'll tell you what. You see a halfling that is dancing, but it's really more like a martial arts kata.
Gonna walk up and ask her to teach me her moves.
She says, "Oh, just follow my lead, baby," and then she winks at you.
What was that with your eye? That was weird.
She's like, "Oh, you're a simple one, aren't you?"
Why does this excite her? Oh, he's slow. Yeah. No.
She's like, I've never been with no one green before.
And
Throck
I've been with
flashbacks.
no one flesh-colored before.
She says, you got a tongue like the little frogs do?
God.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna shoot my tongue up in the air, I guess.
She blushes. She says, oh, you'll do just fine.
Oh god.
And she continues to do the kata moves, but like definitely like gets close to you.
I'm not liking this.
Cool. Do you run away?
Like, no, I don't run away. I just assume that she doesn't know that because I'm close, she might hit me with one of her moves.
Yeah. She executes them with expert timing.
Please,
I bet
please
she
tell me
does.
that they are fast as lightning.
They are fast as lightning.
It was super frightening.
It was.
Not just a little bit. It was
Not just a
super
little bit.
frightening.
Cool. I'm gonna try to imitate them, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
you
karate.
you might even enter into a mock battle, but it's just like moves where you're in sync with the kata. So that's going on. Gray, you see the troll leading Simba away by the hand from the fire.
Oh, it's all grown up.
Okay.
You just let it happen.
I guess I'll walk over and try to see. I mean, I know what's going on,
Yeah.
but I mean, I need to at least
Make sure that he doesn't polymorph halfway through and kill
make sure
her.
he doesn't fucking eat her.
Also, he's like
Yeah, he might.
He's like
he
2
might
months old.
polymorph and just like blow her in half.
He's 2 months old, but he's the size of a 17-year-old boy.
He's 2 months old, but he's still about to lay the dragon down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you walk up and he's like, "Oh, hey, pops, this is Berta.
Wow.
Berta, this is Berta. She said she wanted to show me. She has a soft bed. She said." And Berta looks over at you and is like, "Who's this?" And he's like, "Oh, it's my pops." And she says, "Oh, really?"
No.
No, absolutely
Another
not.
350.
Nope. Nope. Unfortunately, that's not going to go down tonight.
Are you saying that?
Yes.
She's like, "Oh, okay. Well, I'm
But-
just taking Junior here."
Okay.
He's a child.
First of all, he is a child. Junior has never done what I know what you're going to go do.
She says, "Oh, well, this is a special night."
Oh, Jesus
No.
Christ.
She doesn't know he's 2 months old.
I know, but he's still 2 months
I feel like she
old.
doesn't care.
Okay, like...
Yeah, what you gonna do, Gray? You gonna tell her what he is?
Save
Christ.
if you dragon have sex. Not gonna lie.
I'm sure you would. He can't do this right now. I have not explained this to him, and he's not old enough. Trust me, he's not old enough.
So she's like, "Oh, I'll be gentle."
I'm not afraid for you hurting him. I'm afraid for him hurting you.
She's like, "Oh, this sweet boy."
Oh, shit. Oh, God.
Yeah, she's a troll, man. She's
Yeah.
tough.
And
I don't
and
think
Simba's like, "Papa, I just want to go see the soft bed. She said she had a soft bed." And
Oh, she does not. She does not
Poor
want to
thing.
just soft bed you. She wants to bed you.
He
She's
doesn't
like-
know what that means.
Well, the birds and the bees ain't getting explained right now.
he's like, "I don't. Birds.
She's gonna
birds,
spit bees.
Birds are tasty, but bees sting. That's dumb, Papa."
It's not gonna be when you feel it.
He
Jesus
looks at her,
Christ.
he's like, "I'm
Yeah, he's
sorry,
good.
man. My Papa is being an idiot. I think he might be drunk."
Nope, not drunk. Not at all.
And she's like, So after like a few minutes of this transaction, she's sort of like, this ain't worth it. It's like, you know what? Changed my mind. You know what? I'll go find someone else. And she like lets go of his hand. And he's like,
Good,
no,
pedo.
wait, but I thought we were friends. And she's like,
Oh.
I don't need no daddy's boy. Just like follow me around. And she walks off, and he's like, no, Papa, damn it, Papa, why did you do that?
Because she wanted to have sex with you.
He's like, wait, what do you mean? And then like you can go have a conversation with him if you need to.
Yes, we'll go have this conversation.
I was gonna say, are we gonna have this conversation?
We're not.
Nope, we're not going to have this
Is
conversation.
it
We're going
the
to go have
Defy
this conversation.
Danger learning hour?
Yeah, this is not.
When
not
two multi-dimensional creatures.
James, go get 2 puppets real quick.
Yeah.
2 socks. When a sock touches you there.
I'll explain that to him. Yes, vividly, and he understands this.
It's like,
Oh, vividly, wow.
Well, it's got to explain this.
Now he's like, let me go find that troll. No.
First, you send a message about Bob's and Vagine.
Okay, and there we go. It is explained. You know, I'm off explaining that to him.
yeah. So yeah, you're off talking to him about the whole thing. So Melody, Brutus beside you is like, wait, I know who that is. He says, or who it appears to be and not. He said, what did you say his name was?
Hawkins.
He says, no. He says, that's Blaze. Blaze the Destroyer. He says, no, you don't understand. He says, when the war broke out 200 years ago, and they first started hunting down all the Fae, that guy, or someone who looked very much like him, like was on the forefront of the resistance. He killed scores and scores of dwarves and minotaurs and humans. He was a monster, a legend. They did everything they could to erase him from history, but I remember.
Are we doing a reverse blade samurai story right now?
What?
Mm-mm.
So, Melody, what do you say to all of this?
That is crazy. Like, Melody doesn't even know this, so she just kind of looks over and she was like, can we go very, very carefully talk to my friend Mist about this? Like, I don't know what's going on, and there's a lot happening here.
He says, I mean, I don't know. I mean, trust me, that's not the guy, but he looks just like him. I don't know why. Maybe it's his son. He says, but also, there's a weird aura of magic around him, too. So, do you still try and take him to Mist?
Yeah, let's go to Mist.
This is okay. So yeah. So Melody, Mist, Melody, and Brutus, who you've not met.
Wait, didn't he meet it? He met at the crossroads.
Mist was the bad guy who ran away at that point in time. Mist was like off being an interdimensional.
I could have sworn he saw him at another time. But
Padishar,
no, maybe
Padishar met him.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, okay.
Yep.
I explained how I know Brutus to Mist.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys walk up, and
I make introductions.
well, okay. So as soon as you make introductions, his eyes are immediately drawn to that skull that you've got.
Aw, come on.
Yeah. He's like, what's with the skull?
It's a pet.
Come on.
He says, you should get rid of it.
Why?
He says, you should toss that in the deepest, darkest part of the ocean He says, you shouldn't have that. No one should have that. There is evil of the likes of insurmountable imaginings inside of that thing.
But I like it, and you're not really giving me a good explanation.
He's like, look, a long time ago, I was cursed by a witch. And the energy that fueled her is the same energy I detect inside that skull. Only, I don't know, it feels more pure, more evil.
Cool, man. I'll take that under advisement.
Yeah.
He says,
If I were to destroy this, how would you suggest I do it?
I don't... You can't destroy that kind of evil. You can only bury it.
That's what I heard.
Oh God.
He says, like I said, I would throw it in the ocean. Just find the deepest hole you can find and toss it in.
Now, according to what Rose told me, I don't know if the ocean's a safe place to
Where'd
put
that troll
anything.
go?
Huh? The troll's
So
probably
where'd that
out.
troll go? I know it deep.
I mean, she's probably looking for some other young naive sucker to
Some strange.
yeah. So
All right. So besides the ball, young fellow, which I say ironically.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause-
What brings you here?
Yeah, so I mean, you guys are probably similar in age, honestly. But
Yeah, but I don't look nasty and skin melting.
well, no, he's cursed to live.
He explained the curse
forever.
about the witch. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
We talked about the spider lily and all that.
yeah.
So.
So.
Well, I mean, literally, while we were sitting here and I was making introductions, I told you.
Okay.
Did you explain to Bruce that the spider lilies inside of mist?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
don't
kind
do
of up to Mist. You know.
Yeah. So he also sort of explains to Mist the story of Blaze, the destroyer, and how this figure looks just like him, but is obviously not him.
And so Blaze killed all the Fae, huh?
No. Blaze is an elf, so Blaze is a Fae. Blaze fought for the Fae resistance. When
Blaze was on the Fae side.
Yeah, and Blaze killed scores of dwarves and minotaurs and humans.
Sounds like my kind of guy.
But then, his existence was basically erased from history.
Okay.
Yep.
Define erased from history.
Uh,
Nobody talked about him, or something happened and his name doesn't exist where it used to be.
He says, as far as I've come across, every mention of his name in text, writings, scrolls, tablets has been completely removed. There used to be whispers of his name, but those died out long ago.
Okay, and how did he dispatch all of these creatures?
He said he had an unimaginable power. He says, I only saw him once in battle, but I heard of his deeds for a long time. As Melody explained, I'm 300 years old. I lived 100 years before the war. I lived through all of the war. I lived through everything. Doomed to this.
So I described the bar that we first started all of this from, and be like, "Did you ever go there?"
He says, yeah, the bar outside the Tanglewood Forest.
So I look at him and I say, "That beer was fucking delicious, wasn't it?" And I just turn around and walk away.
he's like, that beer was shit. He looks over Millie and he's like, you should be this like drunk orc and this troll and this like stupid bitch that hung out there all the time.
Please, for the love of God, pass it on to me later. Oh my gosh.
He says, well, and so he says to Melody, because Mrs. walked away. He's like, yeah, it was in that forest that I was cursed, actually. And then after a while, he like approaches Faux Hawkins.
Oh God.
And
as he does, I appear behind Hawkins.
He says to Hawkins, "Hey, who are you?" And the guy goes, "Why, I'm Hawkins." And he says, "No, who are you really?" He says, "I'm really Hawkins." And he says, "You're a liar is what you are."
I now step forward and say, "No, this man is Hawkins." And I stare at him.
And he's like, "You don't seem like you're blind."
Alright, so I'm going to reach out and touch him
Okay. It feels icky.
with my hand. No. Yeah, I know, but my hand's covered in golden root.
Okay. All right.
And I'm going to say,
What are you saying?
I'm going to say he's Hawkins.
All right. So, so you're touching his skin, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. When you touch his skin, it's kind of like slimy and maybe even like a little patch of it falls off where you touch, and you can see him like when you touch him, he kind of goes, he kind of breathes in. You can see him just like kind of go like glassy-eyed for a second, and then he leans back forward and looks at you and he says, "Seems you really want me to believe that he's Hawkins."
Like I said, the man's Hawkins. Drop it.
So he kind of looks at you, looks at Hawkins, looks around him, and he says, "Fine." And he's like, kind of like, starts backing away.
As he backs away, I'm like, we're not going to have a problem, are we?
He says, "Trust me, I've had a lifetime of problems. I'm not looking for any new ones."
I appreciate that. And then I just kind of fade back into the dark.
Yeah. And so then he spends the rest of the night like sitting on a stump, just like eyeballing Hawkins, but like not doing or saying anything. And the bonfire like eventually sort of like dies out, and more people, either pass out right there on the grass or like go back to where they came from or whatever. The last ones partying are Ted and crew. Like they're still just like raging.
Yeah. Right.
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, they've got the stamina. This is every night for them. So Kroger. Eventually, the halfling asks you if you got a place nearby.
I just freshly built a place nearby.
She says, "Oh, you gonna invite me back then?"
Well, Why would I introduce you into my home?
Alright, so I can show you some more of my moves.
No.
She says, oh. But I was hoping to show you some of my close combat moves.
I feel like you're coming on to me, and this is a little strong.
She says, yeah, I am very strong.
I'm gonna begin to just back away.
She's like, do you not like women?
I've already spread my seed once. I'm fine. I'm good.
She says, you mean to tell me that I've been wasting the last 2 hours dancing with you for nothing?
No, I can do karate now. It's
And she says, what am I supposed to do with this?
What's this?
What is this?
She just-
yeah.
She gestures
A
at her,
halfling penis?
at her crotchal region.
Wow.
Oh,
Classy.
Find a
well,
stick.
we didn't see that. That was off camera, guys.
Stick.
Jesus.
She's like, it's the last time I danced with a frog.
Wow, that's racist.
As she's walking by Gray, she walks by him and then looks back and she says, hey, big boy.
What you want?
You got, you like ladies?
Everyone likes ladies.
She says, well, I'm a lady.
That's debatable.
I was gonna say, hit her with the you ain't no lady.
Okay. You are a lady.
How many of these have you eaten?
She said, oh God, are all the men around here so dumb? She's
Oh
like-
my God, what is it? What do you want?
She's like, look, I want to spend the night with a man. Are you a man?
Debatable, but yeah.
He's like, all right. Do you have a bed?
I mean, yeah, I do.
Can I sleep with you in
Yeah,
that
it's right here in
bed?
the woods.
Oh my gosh. Well, the thing is before I answer this question, will Simba walk back up there at any point in time after I explain this to him fully?
He might.
James, do you have kids?
Not here. Not right.
Then you know damn well the second you start something, kids show up.
Well,
It doesn't matter what it is.
since I've explained this to him, I explained to him that he doesn't need to come up to the room for a while.
So, still being a little naive about what's going on. He's like, why, Papa?
I just explained all that to him fully. I'm pretty sure.
You explained him what sex was.
Yeah, man, you bed blocked him.
Yeah, but you're not, unless you're saying I'm going to have sex right now. But he doesn't know that's what you mean now. He doesn't get innuendo yet.
Okay, well, I explained to him that I'm gonna go have sex now.
He's like, well, what am I supposed to do?
I don't know. Do you want to have sex with that troll? Go find her.
You said I couldn't.
I didn't say you couldn't. I just said you couldn't right then.
He was like, ah.
But you can't just like kill her or something random. And I say that very softly if that's what you want me to say.
He walks up and he's like, where's that effing buffalo at? Hungry again.
One buffalo, one.
He just walks off muttering. He's not listening to you now.
Okay, well, if he kills all the damn
He's
buffalo.
angry.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna be like the fattest fish off there.
All right, well. All right, yeah. We'll go do this deed. Whatever.
Yeah, so yeah, the dwarf goes off with you, or halfling, sorry, halfling. The faux Hawkins sort of just like passes out on the lawn, and Giles is just like sits down on like a nearby rock, and like hangs his head in his hands, and Brutus is just still sitting there watching. what's Melody doing?
Okay.
Just kind of watching all this, just mentally tired.
Yeah. Is Wildheart still dancing?
Most definitely.
Yeah. Cool. Wildheart, while you're dancing, Ted's like, he's like, hey, bro, that's some that's some cool moves you got.
Thank you. It is meant to bring about the rain.
He says, oh yeah, yeah. I love it when people make it rain. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
He's like, hey, is that like some sort of like indigenous tribal dance? Is that the dance of your people?
Yes.
I don't know if we can say we
Dance
people
in my
anymore.
tribe.
I believe that's not okay.
Oh, cool. Yeah. This is cool. Hey, like, could you show me?
Yes, I can teach you how to millie rock.
He's like, awesome. Yeah. He's like, I've always wanted to dance like you do, like you're like I
Ooh.
Don't
yeah.
you say it. I
Yeah, do it.
Mm.
Do it.
No, it's Ted being
Fucking
awkward, not
PC.
knowing
Do
what to
it.
say.
Yeah,
So
Ted does not know.
yeah. Well, Ted's trying to be like PC.
like you people.
You people,
You guys.
dark, you yeah. Yeah.
I think you missed out on a great opportunity.
So
Because you could have said he likes to dance to make things wet. I'm just saying. It sounds
You're
like a
right.
Ted thing to say. I'm just saying.
yeah. So when it kind of dies down and most people are gone, Bruce starts walking over to the passed out Hawkins. Melody missed. You didn't be able to do anything.
Yeah, I'm going to step up there and ask him what he's doing.
He's like, look, not causing any trouble. I'm just taking a closer look.
Do not touch him.
He says, I won't touch it. Just when you're close to it.
I think this is close enough. How close is he? Like 5 feet?
Yeah, I'll say he's like 5 feet away.
Yep, alright. It's good enough.
He says, okay. And he holds his staff out and he starts chanting, and the end of it starts glowing. There's like a crystal on the end of it. Do you let him just keep doing that?
No, I stop him.
He's like, hey, you said I could look. I'm looking.
You're not looking, you're chanting. I'm not stupid. You're going to cast a spell,
He says, look.
and I don't know magic, so I don't know what the fuck he's casting, but I know it's not good.
He says, look, it's just a temporary spell of true sight. It'll give me a 1 second window into what's really going on here.
Only for you, or is everyone that can see him is going to see stuff?
It's like anyone that's like, I don't know, within about the same distance as I am will see.
So me and you?
Me, you, that guy over there on the rock,
What guy over there on the rock?
Giles.
Yeah, the fucking vendor guy.
Yeah.
Listen to me. If this does anything other than what you just said, I'm going to kill you where you stand.
He says, I wish you could.
I'll try.
He says, but it will do what I say.
Alright, I'll let his hand go.
Yeah, so he keeps
Because I'm
chanting.
curious too.
Yeah.
We're all staring.
Yes.
Do you get closer, Melody? Because
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, so he keeps chanting. And after he finishes his chant, a very like bright burst of light bursts out from the end of the staff, and for just an instant, it blows away the visage of Hawkins, and you can see underneath is the body of the Shade, still. But like shades are like dark creatures. It's almost like a shadowy figure. So it blows away the image of Hawkins momentarily, and then it just comes like right back, like sucks back in. And he says, Drew says, the Shade. Never know one that could hold an image that long. It makes much more sense. But why? Why would he imitate the visage of Blaze?
I don't know, man. Your guess is as good as mine. I don't have any answers for you.
Just more questions.
Well, my curiosity is satiated for the moment. And then he like...
Mine's not. It's been peaked.
He lets down his rod and just like starts walking off, into the distance. So, anyone else have anything else they want
This
to do?
old man turns... No. Put
Yeah.
the fire out.
Yeah, the fire's still like raging. Like no one has made any attempts to put it out. So, Gray's got that water staff,
Yeah, Gray should...
but he's already
Hey,
gone.
so...
Gray's gone.
For shits and giggles, is the boy running around right now, or is he just like moping at the bottom of the stairs because he's not allowed to go in?
Simba.
Yeah.
Simba's like stomping off to the forest to go hunt down some buffalo, but you can probably still see him. He's not maybe under the tree line yet.
All right, I'll be like, hey kid, go tell your dad we need his water staff, because I don't know what he's doing.
Oh, no.
Simba's like, go tell him yourself. He said I couldn't come in. I had to go wander around the forest or some bull crap.
We look confused. We're
Mrs.
like,
Lost
what?
Interest. Yeah, I just look at Melody and I'm like, what the fuck's that about? If we leave this fire alone, is it going to burn out, or is it going to go fucking crazy?
It'll just die out. I mean, I
But
imagine.
I don't give a fuck. I'm
I imagine you guys have place some rocks around it or whatever to keep it
Yeah.
contained. Right. I mean, you've set enough fires to know how to do.
We
fire
didn't
responsibly
leave
at
it
this
up to
point.
Ted. Let's just put it that way.
Right,
We
yeah.
did not leave it up to Ted.
So, the fire dies out, and there's half a dozen people passed out on the lawn. Ted and Wildheart are still doing some sort of practice, even though the fire's gone out. Big horny D's like humping the side of the house.
Yeah, I just assumed he disappeared with that troll.
No, the troll is actually having a lengthy conversation with Belladonna about OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And Belladonna is explaining the lucrative nature of selling portraits of yourself. So we wake up on the morning of Thursday, April 29th, the day before the start of the Grand Summit Festival. So Faux Hawkins gets up fairly early. It's like 7 a.m., which is pretty early for someone who just went to bed a few hours ago with a massive hangover. He gets up and he's like, sort of making the rounds. He's trying to say goodbye to everyone, thanking everyone for their hospitality, and hyping up the Rager that was last night and everything. That's why he does that for about 2 hours. So we're talking about 1 o'clock now. So he says, him and Giles find Mist, and he's like, "All right, good buddy, Mist. It's been a great time here with you."
Okay.
He says, "Thank you so much for showing me around, butt face."
Goodbye, fuck face Hawkins.
He says, "Yes, goodbye. It's been such a pleasure. Don't forget, if anyone asks, I've been here the whole time."
As we've all seen.
Yes, definitely. And
Now shut the fuck up and leave.
yeah, and Giles says, "Much obliged, Mist. Obviously, your debt has been paid. I hope to see you again in the near future when I return from returning Hawkins."
Good luck with that.
Yep. So yeah, they leave, and they're gone. So what are you guys doing now?
I guess it's about time to get prepared to go to the.
Yep.
Well, first I'm kicking this damn halfling out of my bed. And then I guess it's about time for us to prepare to go to the tournament. That's where we're going anyway.
Are you going? Are you guys going to enter, or are you going to watch, or
Yeah, we're gonna enter.
where's and
Yeah, something.
yeah. I mean, also with so many people in town, I'm sure that the markets will be bustling, and any number of things will be going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna go let Fluffy know.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So you tell her, like, so are you guys gonna head today, or are you gonna head tomorrow?
When's the tournament start?
Tomorrow.
I guess it really depends on whoever wants to enter that tournament. Do we need to leave today, or can we enter tomorrow?
You can enter
Do
tomorrow.
you have to enter early?
So you can if you remember the flyers, the festivities start around noon.
Okay. Well, I don't care. Miss doesn't. You don't care. Whenever we want to go. That's
I don't have
everybody
anything
else.
else to do around here yet because I got the brewery set back up and stuff like that.
Where's Fiamma and the kids?
Well, I take it she hasn't come to check town yet today. But once she does, she'll probably stay there one more night and then bring them back.
Okay.
I would like to make a note that I stopped into my shop and gave several things from my pack to Wax.
Okay.
Kroger's been practicing that kata
gave him
since
some
morning.
instructions and left.
All right. Cool. All right. And Wildheart, did you successfly teach Ted your dance?
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. So he'll now be adept at the wet dance. So. All right. Cool. So we can either you guys can either go today on Thursday and secure an inn or whatever, or you can go morning of Friday morning, and I guess which is it?
Guess I don't care. You guys want to go now or later?
We can go now.
I mean, you can go. You can even go the night of Thursday, right? I mean, it's just however you know. It's just
Well, considering
Well,
like,
I got nothing to tie up.
Fluffy has to do some business and stuff. We should probably go a little
Has
early.
Simba showed back up?
yeah. He showed up. He's got a tummy ache.
Okay.
Are you taking him with you?
He's not fighting in the tournament, but yeah,
Have you told him that?
he knows this now.
Okay. Yeah. He would inquire as to why not.
Because you can't turn into a dragon.
He's like, I can fight in this form too.
Can you?
He goes, yeah.
He's like, Ted taught me.
Can you really?
He's like, yeah.
For some reason, I don't believe you.
He's like, God, you never let me do anything.
Yeah, but yeah, you turn into a dragon in front of everybody, may cause a lot of problems. Actually, it's going to cause a lot more than a lot of problems. Because you're like, oh, I can't do this. And then you turn into a dragon, we're going to have...
He's like, all right, I promise I won't turn into a dragon.
Okay, then you don't have to enter the tournament.
He says, man, can't wait till I'm an adult. I can make my own decisions.
Sure.
So, alright, cool. So yeah,
This sounds bad.
yeah, you guys. So now, Fluffy's never traveled by fast portal before. She knows you have the capability, but she's never done it. So, do you lead her to the tree for the travel?
Only if she pays me 1 gold to be her Sherpa, because I do nothing for free.
I mean...
Yeah. Well, do you ever ask her about what she heard about from the guys?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because if I don't get paid, she don't get paid, and her payment's taken into this city.
So she well, yeah, I mean, that was the price, right? The price for you taking it was the thing. So yeah, she
yeah, but if I don't get information, then no price paid.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, she tells you that Kazuki religiously took notes every night, and that mostly like they talked about like poker games at the Yugen Castle. They talked about the declining economy in Ugrin. They talked about a number of the ladies in the inn, she said they did mention very briefly that there was sort of, it's like they were talking in code, but it seemed like they were talking about the royal family and lines of succession, like the dwarven royal family.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
All right. But you guys don't like blindfold her or anything for the whole tree experience?
Yeah, I don't think there's a point in it.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, when and you guys, I assume, have Simba open the tree.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yep. So Simba grumbles a little bit, and he's like, "Can't enter the tournament, but like, gotta open the tree for them."
You say something, boy.
Come on, kid. You know you're my favorite.
He said, "Yeah." I said, "I gotta like open this dang portal, but I can't find the tournament. It's like you only use me when you need me."
Can you fight in that form?
I said they could.
In this tournament, can you die in this tournament, Mike?
Yes.
Then no, he can't enter the fucking tournament.
Well, that's fine. That's your right as a parent. Just you listen. Teenagers are doucheholes. All right.
But he's not a teenager. He's 2 months old.
He is 2 months old.
With the
But he has the mental reasoning of like a teenager due to the soul eating. He has 2 months of life experience. That's sort of the mental reasoning of a teenager. So, but anyways, he opens the portal, and you guys step through. So, are you doing this at night? Did we determine that?
No.
During the day? Because I feel like tactically at night makes more sense because less people looking as a tree portal opens up.
Yeah, but the tree portal's in the
trees. As the DM, if you're telling me that I'll take less penalties doing it at night, then yes, we do it at night.
Yes. I won't have you roll for problems at night. How about that?
Okay,
Yeah.
then nighttime it is.
Okay.
I'm like, Simba, turn into a dragon, burn this whole town to the ground.
And he's like, "Oh, now you want me to do it?" and refuses.
I'll be like, that's fine, no. So
The stories would be wild.
Yeah. So yeah,
this
you,
would get
The dragon
real.
popped out of nowhere, burned it, and disappeared.
so yeah, you guys pop out here, and that's probably where we'll end for tonight, and we'll pick up with you guys entering Macros here on the night of Thursday, April 29th, the night before the tournament and festivals and whatnot. I will forecast not long after you enter Macrotier, and I'll just leave this little nugget of fun. You'll see a newspaper with the headline Firstborn Prince found dead in the royal castle.
Not my president, not my pro.
So
I'm gonna look at Melody then and be like, Hawkins, huh?
I don't know what you're talking about, miss. I think that you feel the same way.
So, and that'll be it for stream. Bye, stream. We love you. Bye. See you later. Thanks, Priscilla. Always thank you to Priscilla.
Yes.